Good evening, everybody. Yes, I am back after a bit of a 2-week break from the vlog. Obviously, last weekend, Johnny Dave wasn't feeling too well last Sunday, and so that's why I didn't do a live stream. I wasn't prepared to do a live stream, and I was in the middle of doing something, so that's why there was nothing last Sunday. But I'm going to get onto that a little more later on. Because there are going to be a couple of things that are going to be changing. In about a month or so, they're going to be changing. So let's get through the chat first of all, and then we'll get on to tonight's, as Dee likes to name it, rant. And speak of the devil, we have Dee Harris at the top saying good evening, Mark. So good evening, Dee. And then we've got my better half, Yorkshire Crafter. Good evening, everyone. Hi, love, from the other side of the wall. And then we've got Dee Harris saying evening at Yorkshire Crafter. And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter saying good evening at Dee Harris. And then we've got Dave Mac Bills. Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all okay. Good evening, Dave Mac. And then we've got Dave Mac Bills saying good evening, Mark's Modz, Yorkshire Crafter, and Dee Harris. And then we've got Dee saying good evening at Dave Mac. And then we've got Yorkshire Crafter saying good evening at Dave Mac Builds. And then we've got Dee Harris, like the intro. Thanks, Dee. Thank you very much. And then we've got Burgess saying evening all. Evening, Burgess. And then we've got Dano's Universe. Hello, everyone. Hi, Dano. And then we've got Dave Mac Builds saying evening at Burgess and Dano's Universe. So, oh, hang on, we'll just a couple more coming in. Then we've got Dee Harris saying evening at Dano's Universe and at Burgess. And we've got Neil Radcliffe. Hi, Mark, everyone. Hi, Neil. And then we've got Dano's Universe, evening, Dave, Mark, and Dee. Right, definitely start that one that time. So, what's happened in 2 weeks? Well, not a lot, really. Couple of personal things are going to have happened, but in the world of Partworks, Saturday I ended up getting a delivery of more Ecto 1 and more of the Titanic. So I got 7 and 8 from Eagle Moss. I got 7 and 8 from Hachette, which is the modded Titanic that I do. That came on Saturday. Hang on, let me just hide that. There we go. And then obviously I've got more Ecto 1 as well, which is the dreaded 32, which is where we are going to join the body and that together, which I'm not looking forward to at all in the slightest, because it's a nightmare to do. I've seen a few people do it, and it does not look the best issue to do. So I've got that upcoming. So that's that with the Ecto 1. DeLorean, that's coming along quite nicely at the moment. I've had to repair a couple of bits on it that broke off when I put the front wing on. So at the moment they just need to be sanded down, and then that's sorted. So obviously I've been doing that as well. Spitfire. Now, there's a lot of talk around the Spitfire at the moment, a lot of negative talk around it, and I'll try and get into some detail. So people who are building it, they're not happy with the way the build is turning out to be. So some people are saying parts aren't lining up properly. Then we've got people saying that the camouflage on it is different shade of camouflage compared to a piece it should be matching up with. And then we've got the added thing of we haven't received anything for quite a while now on 99 and issue 100. Issue 100 is when they promised that it would get sorted. Now, I don't know what is going on with Hachette. I really don't. Because if anybody who's ringing Hachette and saying, right, we've got a problem here and we've got a problem there, everybody's getting different answers. I saw on one of the Facebook groups for the Spitfire that apparently issue 99 and issue 100 were going to get dispatched on the 15th of April, which is Bank Holiday Good Friday. So I don't know how that's going to work, really. Then obviously we've got the long Easter holidays, so we've got Saturday, Sunday, then Monday. So I don't know what's going on with that build. Personally, from my point of view, the camouflage and everything, it doesn't bother me. I've enjoyed building the Spitfire. I've enjoyed it from issue 1 all the way up to where we are now. I think I finished 92. I've absolutely loved it. I really have. And, you know, I still get as much enjoyment out of it today as I did do, you know, on issue 1. So if things are a different shade of camouflage, from probably 2 feet backwards, I'm not going to notice it. And we always say that, unless you're looking at something close up, you're not going to notice it. You're just going to be there. So I'm happy with the Spitfire. And if we've got delay issues on issues 99 and 100 because they need to sort it, then that really doesn't bother me, because I don't want to plug everything in and then it to blur. So having a little bit of a period where they've slowed it down so they can fix the issue, that doesn't bother me. It really doesn't, because, you know, I'm still enjoying it. And if that's the case because we found a problem, that's the case. There's nothing that we can do about it apart from moan about it. So that's where we are with the Spitfire. Moving on, so what we've done DeLorean, we've done Bismarck. Right, so not a lot has come from me with the Bismarck lately, and it's something that I will be focusing on next week. It's the Easter holidays for my youngest son, so he's off school now for another 2 weeks and stuff. So I am going to be focusing back on the Bismarck this week. I know it's been a long time since I did an issue, but for me, with the problems with this really small detail, I need to overcome that in order to continue with the build. So it's something I've been putting off and putting off. I mean, I've got about 50 issues backed up on the Bismarck. It's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to try and get back on that this week. If I need help, I'll just ask for help. I've learned to do that. The Titanic, the Harshette Titanic, that's coming along absolutely lovely. I'm really still enjoying it. You know, and it's one of them things. I had a little bit of a moan on Wednesday about there being no gold band on it. But if at the end of the day, as long as they're going to, you know, sort it out later on, then I think I think I kind of told myself off after I did that video, because I'm thinking, why are you moaning? They'll sort it. They can't miss that out. What I'm thinking is there's actually quite a big gap in between the white hull part and the black hull part. So I've got a theory of what they're going to do is we're going to have to remove the white part and then probably slot in the yellow band or gold band. I like the word gold band because it sounds better. But yeah, they're going to slot in that band, and that's, you know, why we've got that big gap. I could be wrong, you know. It could be a decal, or it could be maybe a sticker that we put on, which we have done in the past. Who knows? It's only issue 8, so, you know. But the good news about the Titanic, and this what excites me the most, is that it's finally gone weekly. So instead of having an issue every 2 weeks, we're now going to have an issue every week, which is absolutely, yeah, I'm sold on that. Really, I'm sold, because I do love, you know, going to the shop every week and picking it up. So that's going to be really exciting that build's really going to get on. But compared to the Eaglemoss Titanic, goodness me, we've built more in the Eaglemoss Titanic than we have done in the Harshette Titanic. Now, if you look behind me, there we have the Eaglemoss Titanic, just behind Ian's part work upgrades blueprints. We have actually now got the full length of the ship there. So comparing one with another, yeah, it really is. The Eaglemoss one is really going leaps ahead of the Harshette one. So yeah, I'm still working on pack 3 of the Eaglemoss Titanic. I was going to do some last night, but then I just didn't get around to it. And, you know, so I'm still working on pack 3. That will be out this month. And then pack 4 will be out next month. I do have pack 4 Well, just another thing, I haven't got round to doing it yet. And that's really where we are with the part work, really, with the Hachette and the Eagle Moss Titanic. So that's where I am up to this stage of my builds. So I'm just going to read out a little bit more chat. Oh gosh, quite a bit's come in. So D Harris says, not called Rant Along Sunday for nothing. What's Eagle Moss done now? Eagle Moss haven't done anything, D, actually, apart from they have sent me stuff. We've got the Batmobile coming out with the Eagle Moss in the near distant future, but it's not for me. I watched a few of the 1960s Batmans and stuff, but the Eagle Moss Batmobile, it's not something I'm into, and I only build stuff what I'm into. So I'm waiting to see if we get another Star Wars build, because that would excite me. But if it is another Star Wars build, it's going to be D'Agostini, and I don't really want to go down the road with D'Agostini again, but who knows. We've got model making trucker Lewis saying hi all. Hi Lewis, hope you're okay. I did catch the back end of the Saturday Night Crash last night. I don't know what was going on with Nat's pictures, but goodness me, that was really hard last night. That yellow one was like, what? Yeah, I think she's making it harder every single week. If you don't know who Model Making Trucker is, Lewis is, on a Saturday evening, 8 p.m, there's a program called the Saturday Night Crash. I'll do a shout out for you guys now. And it's on, the people on it, they're just doing plastic model kits, chatting away, and then they do this bit where Lewis's wife, Nat, she'll come in and she'll try and guess the kit or something like that. It's really good to watch. So, if you want to watch something back or whatever, then please check out the Saturday Night Crash. They do have a Facebook group as well called the Saturday Night Crash, where you'll find where it is going to be broadcast each week. So, check them out if you're into plastic model kits and stuff. Really interesting watching. D Harris saying at Neil Radcliffe, evening. Neil saying hi to D. D Harris is saying at Model Making Trucker, howdy stranger. Dave McBill says hi at Model Making Trucker at Neil Radcliffe. Model Making Trucker saying hi D. Yeah, not been in the past best of places since the 48-hour build, but getting better. How are you? And then we've got Model Making Trucker saying hi Dave. And then we've got DS Models and Vintage saying hi Mark and everyone in chat, just sitting to tea. Excellent. I had mine earlier. We had some gammon, it was lovely. Absolutely. Oh, with all the trimmings, so that was really nice. D Harris saying, all good, thanks, feet up time. Don't blame you, D. I'm wondering if you got some sore heads in your house today after last night. And then we've got Dave McBill says, good evening to Dave, sir. And then we've got D Harris saying, evenings to Dave. And then we've got Neil saying, hi, Dave. And then we've got Burgess saying, it's not if you get problems, it's how you deal with them. Yeah, I agree, but it's something we can't do about. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just, you just got to accept that and just get on with things and just accept the fact that it will get resolved eventually. But with the Spitfire, I've heard people have been demanding refunds for their Spitfire, saying how bad it is, and they want a full refund from obviously what they've paid out. Yeah, the only thing I want from Hachette is to finish the build, okay, and maybe turning around and say, you know that motor that you stuck into the tail section of the plane that doesn't do anything, doesn't move anything, we'll give you a refund on that issue because that shouldn't be there and it doesn't do anything. That I would be happy with, because we've basically paid out $9.99 for a motor that doesn't do anything. And people have called Hachette and everything, and apparently it was an oversight in their excuse. So £9.99 for a motor that we don't do anything with. Yeah. I think it's a Hachette rant this week. D Ho says, well, Eagle Moss in the good books this time. Yeah, they haven't done out to upset me, but it's still Eagle Moss, isn't it? You know, it's still, yeah. It's still, yeah, problems. Yorkshire Crafter said, it was fun Wednesday picking issues up. Yeah, if you didn't know, Yorkshire Crafter, who's my better half, she is building the Disney dollhouse. She does it Monday evening at 7 p.m. with Crafty Chris. So she's actually doing a part work now. And with the doll's house and the stock Titanic I'm doing, we actually go to the shop on a Wednesday and pick it up. So it's, yeah, it's not, you know, it's nice to go to the shops and get it. Making Trucker Lewis says that was not being nice. Oh, really? Oh, really? That was not being nice. They were hard last night. They really were. Burgess says the wooden Titanic might be big already, but you've got to plank it and finish it later while the metal hull is both the keel, frame and skin in one. Yeah, but I'm enjoying the Eagle Moss Titanic. I'm enjoying both builds for different reasons. One, obviously, we get the instant with the Hachette Titanic, but the wooden one, I'm learning a completely new skill set that I didn't have before. So back when I was like 18, 19, I did sort of do my own interpretation of wooden Titanic. But it's just new skills and stuff like that I'm learning. So it's really, really interesting how it's coming together and the skills I'm learning as I go. And I know I've got some fantastic people backing me up. So I've got D backing me up. He does wooden ships. I've got John Bill's Iconic Models as well. So I've got backup if I need to ask anything or I'm not sure of anything with that. So it's absolutely fantastic. It's just coming along. Model Making Trucker says, thanks for the shout out. Not a problem, Lewis. And then we've got D Harris, not a sore head between them, don't care, I was well in bed before they came home. Right. So yeah, so what's going to change? Okay, so when I do this blog or vlog, the day is going to change. Now, there is a reason, and the reason is I like to support any new channel or any channel that is lower than me in subscribers and everything like that. I like to help them out. Now, Geordie Dave, he is wanting to go and do a build, live build on, I think it's the Titanic he's wanting to do the live build, and he might be doing the Batmobile with Eagle Moss. Now, I'm always for support of that. The problem is with Geordie Dave, he works in the care sector. He works very, very long hours. I mean, when we were all in lockdown, he was still going to work every day, doing what he needed to do as a priority worker. So what I've said is I'm going to move this to what I do onto a Saturday at 6 p.m. And I'll let Geordie Dave take this slot. I mean, he does do a catch-up anyway on this slot, but that means he's able to build his, do his live build and finish in plenty of time before the Northern Model Builders stream, or if Dano's Universe is streaming his Enterprise D. Also, he will be round at Dano's building this Titanic, so once he's done, he doesn't have to really rush over because he's already there. So I said, we were talking about it, all of us, you know, Horlicks, DS Model Vintage, Craft, we were talking about it. And I just said, look, just take my Sunday slot, please. You know, I'll do mine on Saturday. I don't mind doing it, changing the day I do it. You know, that way you can live build. Hopefully you'll pick up some more subscribers, you know, and, you know, it just makes it more sense. Because he was thinking maybe I could do it on a Monday evening after the Disney Dollhouse. I didn't want anybody to change their times or feel pressured to finish. So I just said, take the Sunday slot at 6 p.m. I'll go Saturday at 6 p.m. Everybody wins that way. And, you know, that's just, you know, we can work it like that. So that is what's going to happen in about a month or so's time. We are going to be, I'll be on a Saturday at 6 p.m. and Geordie Dave will be doing a live stream at 6 p.m. on a Sunday, building live, which is great because he has not built a part work live before. And he's very new to live shows and everything, doing it, you know, doing his own show. So it just made sense. So that's what's going to be happening in the future in about a month's time. So yeah, please check that out. Right, I'll catch up on some chat. So D. Harris says at Burgess, wooden model is a handcrafted model, but glue and screw is easy. Yeah, okay. My Burgess says my Eleanor was suddenly at 2 weeks instead of 3. So I pushed it to 4 weeks. Meanwhile, Agora decided to send me pack 3 of the fire truck mere weeks before I move. But what's another box to move? Yeah, that's a good point. The Eagle Moss at Eleanor, I had exactly the same problem. I think I've addressed this. I had exactly the same problem that they changed it to every 2 weeks they were taking a payment. And yeah, it hadn't even informed me. So I don't know if did you get an email, Burgess? Because I certainly didn't get informed that they were changing it to every 2 weeks. So I rang them up, bollocked them, and yeah, moved it to 4 weeks. So yeah, I was in the same boat with that one. Burgess says also, D. Harris, I was comparing different building methods, not knocking either. No, nobody's knocking anything. Nobody's knocking anything. Yeah, it is. It's just the difference between them. So yes, the Titanic from Hachette is like a typical part work where you're gluing and you're screwing things in, and Eagle Moss Titanic is, you know, a lot different. And that's what I like about it. It's nice to see something with the wooden one. Obviously, you get your flat pieces that come and you build it, and it's just a completely new skill set for me, which I'm really enjoying. So, but yeah, the Hachette, I would say probably the Hachette one is more. I think it's definitely more popular because obviously it's a bit more of an easier build, I think, to do. I don't know. Don't ask me. It's Sunday at 6 p.m, so this could go anywhere. D. Harris says Saturday at 6, even before another night feet up. Sorry, D. Oh dear, another night feet. Well, there's no excuse for putting your feet up early. So we've got Kevin at the next says, hi all, hi Kev. We were watching you at 7 p.m. Looking forward to it. Yeah, really do look forward to your live streams. I was really enjoying the one the other day where you were building away. Daniel's Universe says, yeah, my dad will be doing my Titanic. Once it goes, we get 4 issues a month as I'm doing it stock. So he's going to come round and do my Titanic. Yeah. So, and I'm quite excited because I am going to be in that show as well. So it's not like I'm not going to be here. I am actually going to be in that show because I've agreed I'll do the instructions for them. So it's not like I'm not going to be here at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. It's just going to be a different show, doing something different. So yeah, beat up early, D. D says, Burgess, I know, sorry if I came across wrong. I'm just a hands-on builder. Yeah. Then Burgess says, only the one about the inventory count, pause, nothing, right. So you didn't get an email about them going out because their excuse is, oh, you should have received an email. And that's all they kept saying. You should have received an email. Well, you should have received an email. I said, I've received no email at all. I even go through my spam emails to make sure that an email hasn't gone into the spam folder, just in case. And no email came at all. So I don't think they emailed people saying it was going to every 2 weeks because I just don't think they did. Nobody has said when building an Eagle Moss build saying, oh yeah, they've turned it my next issues to every 2 weeks now. So yeah, I'm getting them every 2 weeks. Yeah, they've sent me an email saying that they're going to do that so I can catch up. Nobody said that. So there you go, D. There's your Eagle Moss rant. D says, at the Nexus, evening, Kev. The Nexus says he's saying hi to Burgess. John's model making, evening all. Evening, John. And we've got Nexus saying hi, D. So that's another one. John, did you get an email from Eagle Moss to say that your Ecto 1 has been moved to every 2 weeks instead of every 3 or 4 weeks? Because if Burgess did get an email, I didn't get an email. Who else didn't get an email that they were doing that? So I'll put that one out to you, John. Did you get an email from Eagle Moss saying that they were changing the roll around time to every 2 weeks instead of every 3 or 4 weeks? We'll see. So the Nexus says hi, D. D Harris C. Mention Eagle Moss. Luckily, to tell you the truth, the Ecto 1 will be coming to an end very shortly, and the DeLorean is near coming to an end as well. So I probably won't be ranting, but I probably would not take on another Eagle Moss build after the Titanic, because I just think how they do things, it's just not great. It's just not what you do. It seems like part work companies have rules and Eagle Moss have their own. And we've got Dave Max saying evening and Jobs model making and the Nexus. And then we've got Burgess saying at D Harris, I wish I could do more effort models, but my hands are rubbish. Yeah, I'm the same, Burgess. I get the shapes really bad. That's why I haven't touched the Bismarck in absolutely. I think I'm working out. It's been about six to 7 weeks since I did a Bismarck. So yeah, I've got to get in there. Burgess says, hey Kev, John's model making. A while ago, I asked for every 2 weeks, and Zoe confirmed it, but it hasn't happened. What? That's strange. That a while ago, I asked for every 2 weeks, and Zoe confirmed it, but it. Oh, right. I'm sure I said though. Scott at Building with the Boys. He's current, well, what I call current. So he's got the latest issues, and I think he was saying that he'd rung Eagle Moss up saying, just can you send it, mate? I'll pay for it, and then I can finish the build. And they said, no, we can't do that, but we can do it with people that are on that are further behind. But I don't know what the truth is with that. But yeah, I can't. Why then move people onto 2 weeks that are behind, but not the people who are current? Don't make no sense. All I can say. John's model making says evening at David Mac Builds. And D Harris says at Burgess, my hands are like shovels as well. Never say never. It is nice doing the wooden Titanic. It is a lot more hands-on, but yeah, it is definitely a new skill set. John's model making says no, stop, Mark. As always, payment has gone through for issue 34. Right, so because Kev, you were saying Eagle Moss have got all the stock that they need to finish the model. So why is no stock? I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. Maybe Kev at the Nexus can shed some light on that one, because I thought they got all what they needed so people could finish the model. I mean, I know I'm getting all my issues now for the DeLorean because they've got all that back in. So I'm not getting random issues anymore. I'm getting what I need. But I thought they'd resolve that. So issue 34, no stock. I hope it's not going to be another 6 months until we see more stock arrive for the Ecto 1 then, because that wait was absolutely unbelievable. But all right, I will say this one thing about Eagle Moss. Okay, they've got now a UK warehouse, so they're distributing from the new UK warehouse. But the extra postage costs we're paying haven't gone down. That's all I'm going to say. So we were paying extra postage costs because we had to post it. They had to post it from Europe, but now they've got a UK warehouse, but the postage costs haven't gone down or back to what they used to be. So I don't know what the crack is with that one. I really don't. Burgess said, I asked for Ecto every 2 weeks because it was a bit slow coming and I wanted to counteract the stock issues. Right. I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. I was under the impression that they'd sorted out all their stock for the rest of the Ecto one. So, right, hang on a minute. This one's just come in. So, Eagle Moss haven't got all the stock for everyone. Limited stock of all issues, I believe. Oh, God. Right. Okay. That's... oh. It's not one thing, it's Eagle Moss. You know what? I was at the beginning of this stream, backstage thinking, you know what? Eagle Moss have actually behaved themselves for the past 2 weeks. They haven't caused really any issues. And yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case. I know they've had stock issues for people that are quite far behind, like in the 30s and 40s. I know they've had stock issues there, but I didn't know they had stock issues. Okay. Yeah, I know Kev was saying that they're having problems getting it in to send out. That obviously it's got to come from wherever it's got to come from, and that takes a while. But I just hope it's not 6 months again and stuck on a bloody boat somewhere. Because that is how I fell behind. So I was current with the Ecto one. So I was receiving the latest issues like everybody else. Then they had stock issues. So some people got what they needed. So they got the next issues. I didn't. They just told me out of stock. So some people were then able to get ahead and build, the Ecto one. Then it also stopped for nearly everything because they didn't have the stock. And then that's why I've fallen about 2 months behind everybody, because they just turn around and say, sorry, but you've got no stock in. We can't send it. Yeah. But yeah, other people are getting it. So it depends where your name is on the list, I suppose. Burgess says, last Ecto to ship was issue 8. And Eleanor issues 12, so I'm far behind you all. Yeah, you are, Burgess. Ooh, yeah. Issue 8. I don't think what issue 8 is. Not a chassis. I'm sure it is. I can't remember. I'd have to look back at my videos. D. Harris says, once you subscribe, they should know how many production pieces to make to cover everyone's builds. Plus newsagents, weekly counts, don't have stock, don't care anymore. Yeah, there was a problem. Nexus had a problem with the newsagent. He's missing 2 issues of the Dodge Charger because the newsagents couldn't get it in, which is the floor pan, I believe, of the Dodge Charger. So he's missing them 2 issues. So yeah, it's what company's doing anything right at the moment? No, I can't answer that one. So that's basically what's happened over the last couple of weeks, guys. It's been a bit of a it's not been busy. I can say that, but it's personally I've been quite busy as well, though, because there've been other things to do. Because as of next week, I'm not going to drive anymore because I can't hold the biting point on a clutch anymore. So next week I'm stopping driving and we'll be going public transport until I sort out an automatic vehicle. So yeah, that's my personal. But I will be here next week at 6 p.m. as normal. I've now got to go and finish recording the Ecto 1 because I started that and I've been having a few problems with it. But thank you everybody for coming in to chat tonight. My mouth is a little bit dry, so I need to save that for the Northern Model Builders. I'll do our weekly schedule for, you know, us lot. So tonight at 8 p.m. is the Northern Model Builders on the Northern Model Builders channel, which I will be there. Monday, we've got Yorkshire Crafter and Crafty Chris doing the Disney Dolls House at 7 p.m. Then Tuesday, we have... That's just dropped right on my head. I've forgotten what Tuesday is Eddie Stobart with Crafty Chris. That's at 8 p.m. Wednesday should be the Arduino show. I'll quickly explain about that one. Horlicks has gone on holiday, and basically we were discussing it, and we said, you know, we're not going to do it without Horlicks with the Arduino show. So basically I turned around and said, look, I don't want to do it without Horlicks, and said to Dave, you know, do you want to do your Eddie Stobart and catch up? So on Wednesday at 8 p.m. is DS Models and Vintage, and he's catching up with his Eddie Stobart. And I'm really, really looking forward to it, because I'm in there doing the chat, and I haven't done that for a while. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So I will be in a live stream on a Wednesday anyway. Thursday is the Craft and Quiz Hour. That's at 7 p.m. That's on Yorkshire Crafters, Horlicks, and Crafty Chris's channel. And then Friday, that is to be confirmed. We don't know if Geordie Dave might be going live, Dano might be going live, or anybody else. So please look out for that one. Saturday at 8 p.m. we have DS Models and Vintage, and they will be doing his Route Master. We don't know which one yet, whether it'll be the red Route Master or the modified Route Master. And then Sunday, we're back round to me at 6 p.m. And then we have Dano's Universe, 8 p.m. doing the Enterprise D. Okay, so I'll just catch up on the last lot of chat, and then I'll say goodnight. And yeah, hope you're having a real good Sunday. So Burgess says, but they dragged their legs for the first half of 2021 and then didn't want to ship to Iceland. So I changed it to a friend on the main line. Now my subs are coming okay. Right. Oh, that's what happened, Burgess. You should ship it everywhere, though. You shouldn't have any problems. But yeah, I knew you in some other live streams you were saying you were having problems with it, but I didn't know that was the case. So yeah, I'm glad you're back building. D Harry says, I'll see you all later. So good night, D. Dave Mac Mill says, see you later, Mark and D. So yeah, I'll see you later, Dave Mac. And then D Harris says, see you later at Dave Mac. And Burgess says, at D Harris, global shipping has been effed for the last year or two. Yeah, so it's not been great, but yeah, we just have to get on with it and do what we can and get out what we can, because everybody works hard on YouTube. Everybody who builds on YouTube really do work hard, and you know, people need to be, you know, recognized for the work they do. Anyway, it's a good night from me. Thank you everybody from coming in. I will catch you next Sunday. If you want to catch later, the Northern Model Builders will be on at 8 p.m. With myself, Georgie Dave, Dano's Universe, and DS Models and Vintage. So good night everyone, and I'll catch you all later. Bye.